Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name's Todd, also known as Magic, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we left off, we defeated the Wall of Flesh. Finally. Took us long enough, huh? So, yeah, this time our whole goal is to go down and do some mining so we can get some of those ores that we unlocked last time after we destroyed some demon altars. Because once you destroy demon altars in hard mode, which is of course after you defeat the Wall of Flesh, then the hard mode ores spawn. And they give us some massive benefits if we can get them. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to start mining. If you thought you'd avoid mining in Terraria, then I don't know what's wrong with you. It is definitely a very mine-heavy game. Let's see, what kind of... Ooh, I just realized we do not have the right pickaxe. That's massively unfortunate. That means that even this low level... Yeah, we can't even mine cobalt. Okay. So we need to actually go... Let me go back home real quick. Let me quick stack my stuff. I'm going to just dump that in there. I'm going to take this a fast clock and we're going to dump it in here. Pearl stone. We'll just dump in there. I need to see if we have enough molten or hellstone bars. Do we have enough for a pickaxe? It doesn't look like we do. Let me talk to the guide real quick, because we need a hellstone pickaxe to be able to mine the new ores. Phoenix blaster, hellstone. So we need 20 in total, and we should easily be able to get that. Is there anything else we need with hellstone before I disappear out of here? A Phoenix blaster would be kind of nice, but I'm not worried about it. Let's just get our hellstone. So we'll need to go down into the underworld real quick, grab some extra hellstone, and then go from there. We're not having to worry about building a bridge or anything. We just need to not die while we're down there. Always forget that I don't have wings whenever I play without them nowadays. Alright. So we're just going to head down, getting a little bit ballsy with it, but that's okay. Our only goal, like I stated, is just to get down there so we can get the hellstone while avoiding all these massively overpowered corruption enemies right now. Traveling merchant arrived. Well, when we go back to create our pickaxe, hopefully we'll be able to chat with that traveling merchant. We need to get going because these corruption enemies will just completely rock us. Time to go. I don't like the floaty grosses that are coming after us. Get out of here, guys. I don't need you killing me right now. I need to just get down to the underworld. That's all I need to do. Oh boy. Okay, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight them. Oh, we do no damage to them. Let me just heal up here. I'll just keep pushing them back like this. We just need to really deal with them, because if they kill us while we're down here, that's gonna be unfortunate. And dealt with, okay. Get any ichor? Nope, no ichor. Get out of here. Everything now, I'm sure, as you know, in hard mode is just so much harder. Because of the fact that all the enemies almost are now, like, upgraded. There's still some of the other enemies that we fought previously, which aren't so bad. But some of the upgraded enemies are massively dangerous. They tend to have lots more HP, and I do mean lots more. And also just a lot more, I guess you could say tenacity, but also they're just far tougher to kill. Tend to have special mechanics and or things that could easily get you even when you think you're okay. Like those floaty grosses were just flying through the walls. I'm sure you noticed. Ooh, oh dear. Took a lot of damage from falling right there. I think we'll be okay as long as we can kill this hard mode skeleton and not die to the other stuff that's down here. should probably summon my imps. That's what I'm doing wrong. Or my imp, I should say. I don't have multiple, I just have the one. I'm just trying to use the mini shark to kill these guys because I think it does a little bit more DPS. I could be wrong. The Helling Bow fires fairly fast. Let's just go over here and see if we can't find some more hellstone. I'm not worried about the integrity of my bridge anymore. We've already defeated the wall of flesh once. Don't really need to worry about that too much. I do need to get more hellstone though. Lots more hellstone. I didn't think I had mined so much of it. Apparently I did. Or maybe it's just none of it spawned close to the top here. What else I gotta deal with? Bloody demons. And the like there. Let's see. That imp just teleported right in front of us. How rude. Let's heal up. Just get him back. Push him back with the Helling Bow here. That Helling Bow, as you can see, is just super inaccurate. Not necessarily the biggest problem, but slightly annoying. Alright. See, there's some pots around here. I could grab those. If I can get some obsidian skin potions, that would be a massive help to us. Let's see. Oh, down there. Down there. And let's go down here. See if we can get some. There's a battle potion. Not what I needed, but that's what I got. These. Bloody bat giving us some trouble. Okay. Just punch this thing up. Good old Sun Fury doing some work here. Alright, awesome. Obsidian skin potion. Near the lava. Just what we needed. We'll take advantage of that here. Go run in some lava and grab some hellstone. We need enough of it to make a pickaxe and nothing more. Hellstone's kind of outweighed at this point, so there's not really a whole lot of benefit to getting a bunch of it outside of the pickaxe that we need to mine the hard mode ores. After this, we'll probably have enough, but we'll get the entire vein just to make sure. Would hate to go back and find out that I needed more. Okay, so that's 50. That should be enough, I think. We'll mine a little bit more just in case. Alright. Let me mine up enough for... let's get 10 more ore and I think we'll be good. Alright, that's 10 more ore. Got 60. Yeah, let's head back. Alright, no more going down there. At least not for a little bit. Let's grab... we need 16, so we'll grab 20 we need for our pickaxe. We'll put away whatever's left. A quick stack to nearby chests. I got a plumber's hat. I think those are quite rare, if I remember correctly. Okay. So now I just need to make a pickaxe, and I quick stacked it into a chest apparently. There it is. Where's my pickaxe? There it is. Okay. So I'm gonna get a molten pickaxe. we can now truly make some headway. So we don't have to worry about any of the other stuff. Let's talk to the traveling merchant real quick before heading down to mine, but then we'll head down to mine. Oh, he's got a DPS meter. Extendo Grip and the Bricklayer are pretty good. I don't have... Well, I do have enough gold for it. Let's just buy all of those. Any accessory, typically you'd want to purchase just because they typically be made in other things. DPS meter is definitely a really useful accessory because it shows you your DPS and allows you to tell which weapon is better. So we definitely want to have a higher DPS weapon, of course. So, where did... Okay, it went in there. Alright, that should do. Now the DPS meter is an accessory, but you don't have to equip it to use it. It'll just show up right here. Very useful to always buy one of those if you see it. But a lot of the stuff that you need for the traveling merchant for the cell phone is things like the DPS meter and whatnot. So if you're going after the cell phone, that's a useful thing to get. I probably won't get the cell phone, at least in this playthrough. That is a lot of work and a lot of fishing, and I hope to not have to do that much fishing. Alright, so we have this cobalt right here. And cobalt is the first step, at least that we got. There's another first step known as palladium, which is kind of an orange ore, but we got cobalt. So we're going to focus on getting a lot of cobalt here. We need enough to make another pickaxe, so that's what we're going to go after. Don't think cobalt makes an anvil or a furnace. No, it does not. Adamantite and I forgot what the other material we got was. Was it mithril or was it palladium? Oh well. If it was palladium, we'll make our anvil out of palladium. If it was mithril, it will be out of mithril. And to make the furnace, you need adamantite or titanium. But those are steps ahead of us. We don't need to worry about either of them right at this exact moment. We just need to worry about getting enough cobalt. We got 44. I don't think that's enough though to make a pickaxe. If you had any spelunker potions, now would be a great time to use them. I think I might have had some in a chest, but I didn't bother to bring them with me because I knew that there was a good amount of cobalt down here and we've got a lot of cave system to explore. So the ores that we spawn into the world effectively spawn anywhere that previous ores were or where stone was. So they're just going to be all over the place. This right here is palladium, I think. And we just don't have the ability to mine that right now. Because we don't have a cobalt pick. You need a cobalt pick to mine palladium. And then you need a palladium pick to mine adamantite or titanium. So it goes in stages, you see. Oh, it's an ichor spreader. These guys are dangerous. They reduce your... they give you a debuff which reduces your defense by a massive amount. Exceptionally dangerous for that reason because they can, I think right now, almost reduce our DPS by max, yeah. So they've reduced our DPS to nothing. I mean, not our DPS, but our defense. There I go, saying the wrong things again. They reduce your defense, and that makes them quite dangerous. Let's just take the minecart out of here. I don't want to be in here anymore. I managed to get a plate of spaghetti from, I think, a granite elemental. I don't need this granite. I don't need these bombs. I don't really need this blink root. The ichor. This is the thing we got from the ichor spreader, or spitter, or whatever it's called. Very useful. We'll be using it to either make ichor bullets or other things later on. Oh, that is a truffle worm. We got a truffle worm. Truffle worms are a boss summoning item, and they summon Duke Fishron. Apparently, I guess we can fight him right now, but we really wouldn't want to. He is, I'd say, one of the tougher bosses in the game before the end. So we definitely need some much better gear if we're going to take on Duke Fishron. Probably want like hollow devil gear, or even better, which is the stuff you'd get after fighting the mechanical bosses. Preferably better, honestly. But yeah, we'll be able to give him a run for his money as soon as we manage to get some better armor. I think we got enough cobalt for a pickaxe, so let's just head back. You can make cobalt weapons and cobalt armor. I just don't recommend it because as soon as you have a cobalt pickaxe, you can start mining palladium. We'll just make as much cobalt as we can. Yeah, you can see you can make cobalt weapons, and these are pretty good weapons and stuff. But again, once you have a pickaxe, cobalt pickaxe, you can mine mithril and orichalcum. That's what it is, not what was I saying? Palladium? Orichalcum. That's what we're after. So we have that now, so we can take the molten pick we just made and toss that in a chest. Let's see, can we make any weapons at all? We can make a cobalt repeater. You can make an entire cobalt armor set, like I said. Again, it's just not worth it right now. Cobalt repeater would probably be pretty good, but again, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm just going to store this stuff, and we'll just deposit everything, effectively, and then we'll just go back down and start mining some more. So it's kind of the most efficient way I've found to go through this part of hard mode. Not worrying about making a full set of armor for each of the different stages doesn't really make any sense. As once you get adamantite, then you can make your armor. Adamantite or titanium, that is. And adamantite and titanium, they are definitely the best before you fight the mechanical bosses. Once you fight the mechanical bosses, you get hollowed armor, which that'll be probably the best armor set we can get until we maybe get like one of the later ones like Spectre or Shroomite or something like that. But yeah, hollowed armor is what we're after from the mechanical bosses. So now that we have the cobalt pick, we can go find that pink ore. Where was it? Where was it? It's over near Mr. Skeleton Merchant here in that building. What's Skeleton Merchant got for me? He does have a yo-yo glove now. I don't think I have enough gold to buy it. No, I do not. It allows you to make a yo-yo bag, which with a yo-yo bag you become much better with yo-yos. You effectively have a really good setup if you do use yo-yos. So we need orichalcum, and again, we only need enough orichalcum for a pickaxe and also a anvil. So I think it's only like 25 orichalcum. Not a massive amount. If you do feel you're dying a lot in hard mode, then I would recommend building a new set of armor, but otherwise, just kind of try and rush through it, as building each step of armor kind of wastes a lot of time. There's no real reason to, because you can already build the next step of armor. Once you can mine it, that is. Where? Heavens. Let's go back up real quick and see if we can't find a spelunker potion that we might have. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Let's use one of them. We'll use one of them to try and find some orichalcum as we're going down our elevator here. Should be easily spotted because of how the coloration of orichalcum is very pink. Very unique. There's no ore that really looks like orichalcum. There's a giant vein of cobalt right there. Pretty sure that's cobalt. When using a spelunker potion, all the ores are dyed kind of a slight yellow. So blue, of course, looks kind of green. And pink ought to look a little bit kind of orangish. Where is some orichalcum? There's some orichalcum. Forgot that we passed this earlier. Not much of it, but enough to warrant us coming and getting it. We're just going to ignore the floaty gross. Fighting every enemy in hard mode until we've gotten a better set of armor is inadvisable. Yeah, I'd even advise getting a set of cobalt armor before you bother fighting something. This here, this reddish ore, this is adamantite. But we need an orichalcum pickaxe before we can do anything with that. So we're gonna head down. And being down near the underworld is actually a really good idea when looking for these hard mode ores, because they tend to spawn more down near the underworld, giving you a higher chance of finding them. Let's just deal with these flooded grosses. Kind of causing us some problems here, so I just want to deal with them. Let's see, I might have passed up some orichalcum thinking it was adamantite. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure this is orichalcum. No, that's adamantite. Okay, so is the other one orichalcum then? Because what I was looking at could have been orichalcum. Oh, this guy dropped vitamins. Pick those up. Don't know if I already had a set of those, but if I didn't, good to get them. Is this adamantite or orichalcum? Like I said, it looks kind of reddish or orangish when it's dyed under the spelunker potion, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. This is orichalcum, okay. So I might have passed orichalcum on the way here, thinking it was adamantite again. I'll have to check them all just to make sure, because it looks a lot more red than I remember it when it's spelunked. Grab this. Okay, we got 61 orichalcum. Let me just get rid of all this random junk. Let's go see if we can't find maybe just a little bit more orichalcum. Oh, I almost died there. Let's see. How long is our spelunker gonna last? Another 2 minutes? Okay. I don't see any more orichalcum, at least not down here. So we'll head up and over as if we were going to the underworld. Because like I said, when you're in the underworld, because of how long it is, if you look at like the ceiling of the underworld, there's a lot of ores that spawn in that area. And a lot of hard mode ores specifically. Anything? I think that's adamantite right there. Passing by. But as I stated, I will check it just to be sure. Yep, definitely adamantite because I can't seem to mine it. Nope. Okay. Let's see, what about over here? Let's heal up. Kill this archer. Dealt it. Just go through here. Avoiding that dude. We don't really need to kill him, so we're not gonna. Let's cut our way in here. Bloody slimes. What do we got here? Nothing super useful. Let me get rid of this. This. Oh, we're getting attacked by a mushroom enemy. Oh. Let's get away from that guy. Okay, so our spelunker potion just wore off. Kind of unfortunate, as I don't think we have enough orichalcum. It's just copper. But not the end of the world, as long as we don't get murdered by just a bunch of random enemies. We can just keep exploring and like finding, hopefully, more ore. Let me just get rid of this. That. Oh, save those. Oh, I'm almost dead. Very close to dead. What is that? Feral Bite? Decreased life regen. Ugh. What a terrible status effect. Angry Trappers are a new hard mode jungle enemy. Yes, the jungle has all new enemies, as if it wasn't bad enough. Oh, he dropped us a cup of coffee though. Polite of him, I guess. Let's get going. Go down here. We'll see what we can find. I'm trying to avoid getting too close to the jungle, as the jungle would be pretty bad for us. What do we got in here? Lava bottle. Oh, we managed to get some more Splunker potions. That's kind of nice. We'll take that just to show that we got rid of it. Alright, now we got another Splunker potion. Let's use a Hunter potion too, why not? So we can see what the enemies are. I'm still suffering from that feral bite. Kind of a problem. Tim, get out of here. I don't need to deal with you right now, Tim. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Keep those. You never know when you'll need jungle seeds. Alright. Let's cut in through here, but we won't jump down. At least not yet. I want to clear it out. Best way for us to clear it out. Oh, we got killed by a hoplite. I forgot that they throw javelins. Alright, I guess we can see where we are and go get more ore if we need it. How many do we have? We have enough for an anvil. So now that we have the Orichalcum anvil, we no longer need our previous iron anvil. We'll retire it. Orichalcum anvil can do everything the iron anvil can, and also more. So I'll just quick stack to nearby chests. We'll dump our random stuff that we got here. We'll also dump away all these extra potions. And then use marble bricks and that coffee. We'll grab one more Spelunker potion since we're here. Actually, we'll grab 2, because we got 4. Once we're done with this round of mining, there's not a lot of mining you need to do, aside from when you're in the jungle. And the jungle mining is much easier for the reason that the ore is much more plentiful. So, I'm not as worried about it. So we're just going to focus on managing to get ourselves down here, trying to get that last bit of Orichalcum we need. As you can see, once you're in hard mode, trying to fight off the enemies is much more difficult, so I wouldn't blame you if you decided to make the Cobalt armor or Orichalcum armor before you even got the Adamantite, because it can sometimes take you a while to get Adamantite. There's not a lot of it. But Adamantite is definitely what you will need if you're really going to focus on fighting the mechanical bosses. So even if you don't plan on you know, even if you plan on getting another armor, you definitely need Adamantite armor at the end of it. So let's see. Let's check to see if this is Orichalcum, because this might be Orichalcum. Yeah, this is Orichalcum. Completely ignored that last time. These are a new enemy that we haven't seen before. Corrupted weapons. They're a corrupted version of them, and there's also a hollowed version of them too. They just kind of do that spinning maneuver and fly directly at you, so they're not super hard to dodge. They are fairly annoying in their own way, though. Okay. Floaty grosses are causing me problems. Let's see. How much orichalcum did that give us? I just realized this is a spider biome. Spider biomes are useful early in hard mode, because they can get us another summon. However, we won't be focusing on them for any amount of time right now. That, I'm pretty sure, is adamantite. It is a red ore, and I'll go check it, but I'm pretty sure it's adamantite. And that I know for sure is Crimtane, because of how dark it is. Regardless, once we do manage to get our orichalcum pick, having mined over to these areas will probably be for the best. Because then we'll just immediately get... Yeah, that's just adamantite. I'm pretty sure we already checked that for being adamantite, but we'll go take a look regardless. Yep, definitely adamantite. So I'm going to assume that the rest of this is adamantite too, and not worry about it. Yep, all adamantite. Lots of adamantite right here, though. Oh, massive bit of slowdown right there. Why? If we could kill our way through here, that'd be optimal. Manage to get out of the way of any of these things. There's lots of good ore over here, so I'm just trying to get through. That's right, I didn't summon my imp again. But we can also just shoot this guy to death. Need to start using up my bullets because I'm running out of arrows. Alright, we'll cut through here. Let's see where we can make it. Floaty grosses again, causing us problems. As you can see, our Sun Fury does a lot of damage up front when it actually hits something. Enough to almost kill even hard-mode enemies pretty effectively. Is this also adamantite? I think this is also adamantite. Yep. So that's also adamantite. I think that down there, right here where the mouse is palladium. So we're going to try and make it down there without dying. Let's get it. Okay, so we lost Wonker, at least the first one. Alright, let's grab that. Use this. Bloody floaty gross. Okay. These floaty grosses are making it real hard to dig. Okay, now we're good. Just need this bit of palladium here. How much more palladium do we actually need? A good amount. I don't think this will actually do it. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will. So we're going to keep digging. I'm going to see how far we can get. Being a little bit adventurous here. Oh no, that's unfortunate. So that was a new NPC we could find in hard mode. That was the wizard. If we had gotten to him just a little bit sooner, we We could have saved him. And he can sell us some magic-specific items. Let's just use some bombs to get through here. I'm just tired of digging for a second. That'll take us a little bit quicker. We'll just go down through this cobalt. I guess we might as well get it while we're here. Might as well start working on cobalt. Since we've got so much of it around us, that is. Alright, we'll make our way down. And down we go. Alright. Let's get rid of this. These cobwebs, I don't need those. I guess I'll just keep digging down. Now that we've got an actually high quality pick, it's actually fairly quick for us to dig through things. I think this was a little ruined campsite. It's kind of a rare thing that'll spawn, and sometimes there's money there. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll just get rid of it so it doesn't get in my way. Let's use up this cobalt. Let's get this cobalt, that is, not use it up. Once we're done here, just gonna keep moving down slowly but surely. Trying to find any ore I can get my hands on. Of the new types, that is. I think that's some palladium that I saw right there. We'll go across into there. Yeah, that looks like palladium's texture. I think it is. A strange plant right there. Go grab that as soon as I grab this palladium. Yeah, or forgive me, again, I keep calling it palladium, it's orichalcum. I'm an idiot. And also forgive me if I'm not pronouncing these correctly. It's a mythical ore. I don't know if there's an exact pronunciation. I'm sure there probably is, but I'm just going off of what I've heard other people call it. So, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing. I will continue to mispronounce as long as I have something to call it. Alright, let's go around this way. We'll cut underneath this lava here. Try and make our way through this other cavern area here where these pots are. Maybe there's something over there. Dig down the area here. I didn't have to dig all the way. We'll just go around like that. Oh. Well, there goes my other Spelunker potion. So how much? A little bit of slowdown there. I'm gonna probably get murdered by these guys. If I just stay here, let's get out. There we go. Heal up. Strange plants. Get rid of this stuff, so we really need. Grab this. 49 orichalcum ore. I don't know if that's enough to get us another pickaxe, but I'm thinking it might be. We might just want to make some Spelunker potions so we can have enough to actually get the stuff that we need. Oop. Oh, that floody gross. It got us. Well, that'll allow us to check to see if we have enough. Floaty grosses do way too much damage. Thankfully we didn't lose any time on our Spelunker potion, I guess. Did lose 4 gold, unfortunately. Alright, let's quick stack the nearby chests. We'll dump this campfire in the chest. So a thing you might have noticed we've been getting is Souls of Night. Souls of Night are an item that's dropped during hard mode in the Crimson or Corruption biomes, depending on which one your world has. Very useful for crafting later on, so we'll see how things go. Alright, let's craft up our orichalcum. We have enough for a pickaxe. No, we do not. Gonna need more orichalcum, it seems. We can make some cobalt, though. We'll see if we have enough for like an armor set or something, or maybe just a weapon. Definitely don't have enough for an armor set, but we might have enough for a weapon. Cobalt repeater, fast speed, cobalt sword. Let's go with the cobalt repeater. I think that's a little bit better than what we had previously. I also need to make some more arrows, so we'll grab out some stuff there. Oh, we did have some more cobalt on us. Make another pickaxe. Pickaxes are, at least cobalt pickaxe is 15. It's a shame that the orichalcum pickaxe is not the same. No? Alright, let's see. What do we want to make? I don't really need the sword because the Sun Fury's, I want to say, better. So I guess we could make some defense items. 10. And then we'll just make legs. Not really worthwhile for us to equip it at this moment. As soon as we get a full set, though, it'll probably be worthwhile for us. We'll just keep it on our inventory for the moment. Actually, no, we'll just dump it in the chest. Same with our Hellwing bow. We need to dump that. We've got a repeater. Good old cobalt repeater. We need some wood. Mahogany will work, and some stone. And this will allow us to make some arrows, because we're going to need lots of arrows. Just going to make a full stack. Another full stack. Good to go. Oh, I didn't use my mahogany, I used my normal wood. Oh well. That's fine too. We'll just quick stack to nearby chests. I guess we don't have any arrows in any of these. Just throw them in there. Alright, that should be good. Perfect. As you can see, our new staunch cobalt repeater is pretty good. So let's go try and get a little bit more orichalcum, and then I think we'll call it a part there. Next time we'll get the adamantite we need, and hopefully it'll be the last bit of mining we'll have to do for a little while until we get into the jungle. But we'll be fighting a lot of bosses before we get into the jungle, so... and by a lot I do mean a lot. So there's no worries about more entertaining stuff. Let me buff up. Oh, I entirely forgot to bring us along the Spelunker potions. We definitely need Spelunker potions. Let's see if we can't make some Spelunker potions as well. So let's find our platinum, and then we'll find the guide over here. So you make Spelunker potions with platinum, blinkroot, moonglow, and bottled water. Should be fairly easy for us to get. Am I all out of bottled water? I might be all out of bottled water, so I need to make more bottles. I need to kill this werewolf, because werewolves can open doors. Annoyingly so. And I think it's a full moon currently. So we're just gonna deal with them. Because now we have our repeater. Actually, kind of do enough damage to be able to deal with them. Alright, so we need more bottles, which means we need more sand. We also need blink root and moon glow. Do we not have any sand? I'm honestly surprised that we don't have that much sand. In between parts I'll have to gather up some more sand, I guess. Sand will allow us to make glass, which will allow us to make bottles. But even with what we currently have, we have enough to make quite a few, so I'm not going to worry about it that much. Let's just make a bunch of bottled water. And with the bottled water and what we've currently got for materials, we can make quite a few Spelunker potions, which we're just going to make them all, because we're going to need them. We will need them quite badly. Alright, gotta deal with this armor. Alright, now let's head down. Like I said, we're going to focus on getting enough orichalcum to make a pick, and then we're going to call it an episode. And I think that'll be good. I'm trying to think, is there anything you even really talk about right now? Not a whole lot going on in my life, and not a whole lot going on in the world, I suppose, either. Let's grab some of the cobalt since we're here, and there's such a large amount of it here. We'll grab any other cobalt we see as well. If we were able to make armor, that would be pretty snazzy. At least for our survivability for the moment. And I think each of the sets does give a bonus as well. And this is when armor bonuses start becoming pretty unique and pretty useful. So we're going to try and take advantage of that. We got some sand. Let's gather up some of the sand from right here. In our tiny little big desert biome that we got here. Keep that cactus because that's also material, but everything else will be fine. And should be good. Toss that and these. Alright, should be good there. Just realized we don't even have a void bag yet. It's something we should probably have made at some point. I'll have to do that in one of the coming parts. Maybe next part we'll make a void bag. Right now we just need to get orichalcum. So I'm thinking if we go over this way, go to some areas we haven't explored for a little while, we might find some orichalcum that we didn't see before. Is that orichalcum or is that adamantite? I don't know, so I'm gonna go check. I think it's orichalcum actually. So I'm gonna head over to it. And find out for sure. Oh yeah, definitely orichalcum. That's good. Big old vein of orichalcum. Also some cobalt over there, and we'll make sure to pick that up too. Let me think. Is there anything else we need? I don't think there's anything else we really need, aside from the orichalcum, and then once we get that, we'll focus on adamantite. And like I stated, you don't need the cobalt. Cobalt's just nice to have in case you want that extra bit of armor, like I do. Oh dear, that enemy is... This enemy, the one that shoots the little falling mushrooms that follow you, really annoying. Really don't like him. Oh god. We're gonna die to him, aren't we? Yes, we are. We're gonna get out. I don't feel like dying yet, so we're gonna get out. Let's just put that stuff away. We do have sand somewhere because it just auto-stacked. I don't know where it went though. Anyway, let's make our orichalcum. Got 10 more. Okay, we definitely have enough. It's 18 to make a pick now. Okay, so we got our orichalcum pick. And that is what we need. So now we have an orichalcum pick, we can make... or we can mine adamantite, which will allow us to make the best set we can get before we fight the mechanical bosses. Let's make as much cobalt as we can real quick too. Let's see, do we have enough for a chest plate? We do. So we have enough for the full cobalt set. We'll put that on. We'll see. So it gives us 20% chance not to consume ammo. That's pretty good. I think it's lower defense. No, it's higher defense. Gives us a lot of increased damage, I think. So it's 10% increased range damage. It's a little bit lower damage, but a chance to not consume our ammo is pretty good right now, so I'm going to use that. So we're kind of going through our ammo pretty fast. Alright, so now that we've got our orichalcum all sorted, next time we'll be focusing on getting adamantite. And now we've got our set of cobalt armor, we should be a little bit more survivable. But until then, goodbye.